You may start taking partial payments. It becomes a nightmare of a slippery slope. Don't do it. Hire a property manager. We're known to be heartless in that type of situation. Hi, I'm Kim Ottaviani with Rex Rentals and Realty. Recently, we just went through the application and choosing a tenant. Guess what today is? Lease signing day. Excited, aren't you? You finally, all your work, you're going to grab the money and run. But before you go through it, make sure you have your steps in the right order. Make sure you've done your final walkthrough. Check your list to make sure the property is right. The new locks or the rekeyed locks, make sure the keys that you're going to give the tenant work. We're an old-fashioned property management company. We still like meeting the tenant eyeball to eyeball in our office. You may want to do it in a coffee shop. I just like that handshake at the end of the day. You may not want contact at all with your tenant. And that's what electronic signatures are for. But if you don't want the contact, it's even a more reason why you should have a property manager. If you're doing this on your own, by all means, I learned the hard way when I started out. Do not brag about being the owner. Tenants will obviously realize that if you're the owner and they fall behind in rent, that it affects you personally. And you may start taking partial payments. It becomes a nightmare of a slippery slope. Don't do it. Hire a property manager. We're known to be heartless in that type of situation. Before you sign the lease, I know you're getting antsy. You want to sign it. You need proof of utilities being transferred. That's very important because in some municipalities, if you do not have the proof of utilities transferred and the tenant moves in, no matter what the lease says, you could be held liable and breaking the law if you turn those utilities off. Finally, now you can sign the lease. Make sure you collect the funds certified money. You don't want personal checks on move-in, and you really don't want to accept cash. We at Rex Rentals and Realty also have a tenant handbook that coincides with the lease, and it gives ideas on how to make sure that you're doing things right around the household, such as some people don't realize that the toilet is not the house's garbage disposal. We explain to them what goes into a toilet and what doesn't. If you want to do a walkthrough at the end of the day after signing the lease with the tenant and have them fill out your form then and there, that's okay. We recommend not doing it that way. You already know your property inside and out. You already have paperwork and photos. Ours ties back to the lease where the tenant has to fill their form out and get it back to us. I hope now that you're collecting money and your lease is signed that you're a happy property owner and a great landlord. Feel free to contact us at any time if you have questions. Again, I'm Kim with Rex Rentals and Realty. Have a great time.
Hi, we hope you've really been enjoying the video series that we're offering for learning about property management. However, some of the things that we've said in these videos was prior to COVID. We're going to be coming out with a new series to help you stay safe on keeping your properties rented and full of good tenants during the COVID crisis. So thank you and continue watching our new series on COVID-19.